Hey guys, what's up? My name's Kayla from Planning with Kay, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be setting up all of my May spreads in my bullet journal using my new Under the Sea monthly sticker kit. But before we get into that, I first wanted to just take a quick second to showcase some of the incredible photos that you guys tagged me in on Instagram this whole last month, either using my stickers or inspired by my own spreads. Seeing your guys' bullet journal spreads on Instagram makes me so incredibly happy. I wake up every single day and I immediately check my tags to see what new creations you guys have created, and you all truly just blow me away with your talent. It's crazy seeing the beautiful, beautiful spreads that you guys create. So if you ever do use my stickers or make a page in your journal inspired by me, don't forget to snap a picture and tag me in your photos on Instagram, so that way I can see them, I can go and give a like, and maybe your photo will be in my next Plan With Me video. Okay, so as usual, before I start setting up my new monthly spreads, I'm first going to flip through all of April in my bullet journal, so that way you guys can see what last month pages looked like compared to this month's. So this was my April monthly spread using my Busy Bee monthly kit and this yellow, pink, and orange pastel color scheme. I love how this calendar page looked and functioned for April, and I'm going to be doing something pretty similar for my May calendar as well, because I just loved basically everything about this page. After that, I had my new daily review spread, which is basically a 1 line a day and mood tracking hybrid. And this works super well for me as well, and I'll definitely be bringing this back again for May. After that was my habit tracker and social media tracker spread, which has also been working really well for me. I'm going to be switching up this layout just a little bit for next month, mainly focusing on making it clearer, more detailed, and easier to fill out. So you'll see how I do that a little bit later. After that, we just get into the weekly and daily logs for the end of March and first half of April. As you may know, I went to Hawaii at the end of March and I didn't get back until April 5th, so I don't really have much in my journal from the first few days of April, besides a Hawaii memory spread and a master to-do list. Once I got back though, I jumped right back into my routine of a weekly spread every week and then dailies throughout to keep me on track. And I'm happy to say that this has been another successful month of bullet journaling. All of my April spreads served me super well throughout the month, keeping me focused, and I definitely feel organized, put together, and on track heading into May. So before I can set up my May spreads, I had to decide on a theme. As usual, I had you guys comment on last month's Plan With Me video all of your best theme suggestions for May, and so many of you suggested an ocean or an underwater theme. The suggestion couldn't have come at a better time, obviously, since I just returned from Hawaii, so I have all this tropical, beachy inspiration in my head. So in the end, I decided to answer your guys' wishes with a tropical, island-inspired Under the Sea theme. If you have any ideas of what theme I should do next month in my bullet journal, don't forget to leave them in the comments below, and I will be looking through those comments like I always do when I decide on June's theme. As usual, I'm designing my stickers in the app Procreate on my iPad Pro using my Apple Pencil, and I used some reference photos from Pinterest to help me out with drawing some of the tropical fish, turtles, shells, and flowers for this kit. Since I was just in Hawaii, I decided to pay ode to that by making the flowers some classic Hawaiian flowers, namely the hibiscus and plumeria flowers, along with the ocean life, which really tied the whole tropical summery vibe together on this one. So after a couple days of designing, this is the finished 3-sheet kit, which is now available in my shop. I also created a single sheet of tropical beach doodles for anyone who maybe doesn't want the whole kit or wants some extra decoration to go along with it. And to celebrate this release, I'm going to be hosting a 15% sale across my entire shop for this weekend only. So go check out the description for the link to my shop after you're done watching this video. Now, without further ado, let's get into setting up my May bullet journal spreads. As usual, I start off my setup with my main monthly calendar spread using the Sea Turtle header from my new kit. I wanted my calendar to be a little bit more condensed this month, so each day is getting a box that is 5 spaces tall by 4 spaces wide, with a black line separating the top line to write the date above each day. Once I finish drawing the calendar in with my Tombow Mono drawing pen, I'm then going in with some color. I love how I colored April's calendar with the 3 alternating colors going across the calendar. So I'm doing the same thing this month with these Crayola brush pens, going in with the colors teal, blue, and forest green to match the sea turtle header that I used. I'm then using a light blue Tombow dual brush pen along with that same blue and teal Crayola brush pens to write in the daily headers above each column. I decided again, like last month, to include a little quote on my calendar spread, which reads, "Alone I'm a drop, together we are an ocean." And I just thought this was a nice, uplifting quote that really fit this underwater theme perfectly. To the left of the calendar is where I'm going to create a section for my monthly to-do list. And as usual, I'm going to split it into business and personal tasks. This is where I'm going to write any tasks, goals, or normal to-dos that I want to be sure I complete in the month of May. Finally, I'm including a little key in the bottom right so that way I can highlight the events and tasks on my calendar and see really easily at a glance whether it's a bill, a work-related event or task, an event or appointment, or other. I introduced a color code as a part of April's calendar, and I really loved how easy it made reading my calendar throughout the month. So that's why I'm bringing this same system back this month. Next up is my daily review. So if you're not familiar with my daily review from last month, it's basically an evolved version of my old 1 line a day and mood tracking spread. What I do is I give myself 2 lines for each day of the month. In this case, I have day 1 through 15 on the left, and then 16 through 31 on the right. Every day, I use those 2 lines to jot down a summary of what happened that day, generally trying to capture the most noteworthy things that happened. I then fill in the empty box with a color corresponding to how my day was. I have a key in the bottom right that shows what those colors mean, with some examples being today was fun, productive, tiring, etc. So then once you fill out this entire spread at the end of the month, it ends up serving as a really amazing snapshot of your month, which is useful if you go back and look at this to review on how the month went and reflect on what happened. And also even later on, if you just want to go back through your bullet journal and look at some past memories. So next up, I'm making my habit tracker, which I fleshed out a bit more this month to also include my social media trackers. I'm giving this spread a fish theme, starting with my big fish header, and I'm then going in with my black pen to actually draw out the box for the habit tracker. I decided to use a bunch of fish stickers lining the bottom of the page, which, for an obvious reason, immediately made me think of Finding Nemo. So I decided to tie the decoration together with a quote from Finding Nemo in the top right. I'm also then dividing my habit tracker into different sections this month, which is basically just going to make it easier to read and easier to fill in, since I'll have all of my habits grouped together by section. I'm using my Tombow dual brush pens in some lighter pastel colors to then color code my sections and label them to the left. Like always, I'm going to finish off my monthly setup with the first weekly spread of the month. I'm dividing the page into 8 equal boxes, each box being 9.5 spaces tall and 13 spaces wide. I'm then placing a little shell sticker in the bottom left corner of each box, sticking in a little weekly header sticker above each shell. Then for the dates, I'm going in with my Crayola brush pen in the color Parrot Pink, and I'm just writing the date above each shell in big bold numbers, finishing it up with, of course, a drop shadow. On the other side of the spread, I'm going to create my to-do list for the week, where I write down all of the upcoming tasks for that week. I'm going in first with the shell header to match the shells on the opposite side, and I stick my little to-do list sticker right over the top. I decided to keep everything else on this spread matching the sort of pink and orange color scheme that I have going on. So I used my light pink Tombow to lay down a quick stripe of color at the top and bottom of the page, followed by some pink hibiscus stickers and pink starfish stickers on either side of the stripes. Finally, using that same pink Crayola brush pen from before, I'm just lettering in business and personal over top for my 2 to-do lists for the week. And finally, after adding some small finishing details, that is all for my weekly spread. Once I'm done, the last step of my monthly setup is always to go back to my future log and my last monthly spread and transfer all of the important and appropriate events and tasks to my May monthly overview, being sure to color code everything according to the key that I made in the bottom right. And finally, once everything is filled in, I am done with my May bullet journal setup. I really love this whole setup. I feel like it was pretty simple this month, mostly keeping everything the same as April with only a few small adjustments here and there. And in the end, again, I just love how it turned out. If you guys want to set up spreads in your bullet journal using the same theme, don't forget to go check out my new Under the Sea monthly sticker kit, which is available now in my Etsy shop. Again, I also have a single sheet of additional decoration stickers for anyone interested. And to celebrate this release, my entire shop is 15% off, starting now through the end of the weekend. So go get your orders in now if you want to set up some beachy tropical spreads in your own journal. And as always, the link will be in the description below. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you loved this month's Plan With Me video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a like. And don't forget to leave your theme suggestions for next month's spreads in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram at Planning with Kay if you're not already. And as always, the links to my shop and all other social media accounts will be in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.